last year was very important, even if we were in the middle of the pandemic. So one might think that attentions would shift away from the Green Deal, but fortunately it was not the case. 1 year ago, a lot were talking about this trillion-euro financing of the Green Deal. Well, where would the money come from? Well, now we have the Recovery Fund, the Next Gen EU, and all of that has a clear goal of 30% of financing for the green transition. So there's a lot of money now going to the member states, going to Croatia, going to the other countries, so that we can recover from the crisis, but at the same time do it in a way to prepare the future.
But when we look at the European Green Deal, on the one hand, we can see that a lot has moved. As you already mentioned, it's become an integral part of the recovery package, which has become necessary due to the corona crisis. So it has been introduced and made more steady and more stabilized also when it comes to the multi-annual budget of the European Union. So everywhere we see green targets, climate targets, and that's very good. On the other hand, there's also areas where not so much has happened, and that's a pity. For example, if we look at the agricultural policy, then that's an area where not a lot of the European Green Deal has been introduced into.
Another important achievement is the inclusion of the green transition in the Recovery and Resilience Facility. There is no earmarking, but there is a clear requirement, a clear commitment. The national recovery plans will contribute with 37% to the climate. I must congratulate Croatia for a swift ratification of the own resources decision. Until this decision is ratified by the 27, the Commission cannot go to the markets to borrow the 750 billion euros.
The negotiation was very difficult, particularly with the Council, as you know. There were members of the Council that did not want to push forward with the green agenda and even with the Recovery Fund. They were willing to trade let's say the values, the European values, for money, and that was unacceptable for us, for the S&D.
We see a lot of resistance, especially in the Council, where some member states don't want to go along with climate targets or with specific other policy areas. But even when it comes to the Commission, I mean, the Green Deal, that's the plan of the Commission. But for example, we were very surprised to see that the Commission did not want to withdraw the previous Commission's agriculture.
In all the negotiations, the Council proposed a step back, and it has always been the Parliament to provide for the green transition. That is why it was the Parliament to declare a climate emergency.